Welcome to week 4 of recruitment, selection, and personnel planning. Today we're going to continue to review key concepts covered in chapter 3. Turn to page 67 in your textbook and look at the end of the page where you will see the basis for employment lawsuits. We're going to talk about several concepts like disparate treatment, mixed motive, adverse or disparate impact, stock statistics, flow statistics, and concentrated statistics. First, let's look at disparate treatment. This is when there is intent to discriminate based on a person's race, gender, national origin, color, religion, over age 40 status, military or veteran status, familial status, genetic status, disability status, or other protected class. Intentional discrimination can be inferred when the person is qualified for the job, applied for the job, was rejected despite being qualified, and the position remains open. Mixed motive is when the employer discriminates based on 2 or more reasons. One reason may be legitimate, like the person is consistently late, but the second reason may be that the employer does not agree with that person's religion. The courts have determined that the person needs only to prove that religion or other protected class status was a motivating factor in the employer's action. Mixed motive means there may have been 2 motives to firing a person, but one of them was discriminatory. Adverse or disparate impact was determined by the Supreme Court's decision in 1971 concerning Griggs versus Duke Power. Any employment test or requirement must be job-related and not discriminate against a protected class. An example would be requiring a passing score on a test that has content that is not job-related, and this causing a protected class to be screened out of the hiring process. Human resources can use 3 statistics to see if there is an issue concerning discrimination. First, the stock statistic, which compares the percentage of men, women, and minorities employed in each job category to the availability of men, women, and minorities in the relevant labor market. This is called a utilization analysis. Another statistic is the flow statistic, which compares the percentage of applicants hired from different subgroups to determine if they are significantly different from each other. The last statistic is the concentration statistic that compares the percentages of men, women, and minorities in various job categories to see if men, women, or minorities are concentrated in certain workforce categories. For example, the organization seems to hire women only for clerical positions and men for managerial positions. Remember, we mentioned the EEOC in the previous week, and this is the federal agency that investigates workplace claims of discrimination. The EEOC uses the 4/5 rule to determine if disparate or adverse impact may be present. They review the hiring information for the organization, and if minorities for that organization in terms of current employees is hired at less than 80% of the majority, then there will be adverse impact. Defenses that employers use is that qualified applicants are not applying and the employer is recruiting in areas where minorities are present. I hope this video has helped you with these additional key concepts for Chapter 3, disparate treatment, mixed motive, adverse and disparate impact, stock statistics, flow statistics, and concentrated statistics.